Hi Capricorn, I'm Kay, and this is Lit Intuition Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a love reading for you guys for this week. It's the ultimate love spread. I will be changing up formats and spread each week to kind of keep things fresh. This is a very new channel, so I'm kind of experimenting with my schedule and methods and so forth. But in the description box below, if you click on more, I do have a list of my tentative schedule for now. There's also a list of the decks I use there. Instructions on how to donate to the channel if so inclined. And a link to my website where you can book a personal reading with me via Zoom meeting or pre-recorded reading. And also order a personalized avatar birth chart if that kind of catches your eye. It's just like a cute little way to see all of your placements when you were born at a glance. My cat is opening and closing the cabinet in my kitchen if you hear that thumping. So we may have to go discourage him from doing that in a moment. Anyway, I'm almost done shuffling. This is a new channel. I had started it about a year ago and then got distracted by life, and now I'm starting it up again. So I really appreciate your contribution to my growth if you're so moved to do so. I don't know if I did 10 times or 8, so I'm going to do 2 more just in case, because I always do 10 shuffles for this reading to mix up the cards rather well. But what I was trying to say was, so, you know, if the reading does resonate with you, please like, share, subscribe, and tap on the notification bell so that you'll be made aware of my future uploads. And of course, if it doesn't resonate with you, perhaps I'm not your reader, or you can check your other placements or try me again another week. So, okay, Capricorn, let's get started. I'm going to lay out all the cards first, and then when they're all on the table, I will go ahead and interpret them. If you don't like to see the cards being placed and want to just get to the interpretation, feel free to fast forward until you see all the cards on the table. And that won't be very long, though. Okay. So this is a Celestial Tarot deck. It's inexpensive, but it was a gift from a friend, and I actually really like it. So we're going to use that energy for you today, Capricorn. That's what I was moved to do. And okay. I just think they're very bright and colorful, and I like them. Okay, so we're going to leave the last card face down. I don't know what it is either. And that's going to be sort of like the future outlook / outcome for the next 3 months of this connection on your mind. Please note, as described in my full mission statement on my website, linked below, that I do not attempt to directly, telepathically connect with the other person and read their mind or feelings about the situation or you. I explain why in that mission statement. I just read the card and pick up sort of energy surrounding you. So please go ahead and take a look at that if that's something that you're curious about. Alright. So Capricorn, the past of the relationship. Now I used a different deck for Taurus, and they have the same card here in the same position. We have a Chariot, which is Cancerian energy, major arcana. I'm trying to put this at an angle where there's not too bad of a glare. I'll work on the camera angle so you'll be able to see the cards better as time goes on, but right now I have a rather rudimentary setup, and so I've got to work with it. Anyway, the Chariot, in the past, this relationship or connection may have started off rather quickly, enthusiastically. One or both of you might have been very determined to get things started and make it work. For the present, we have the Hierophant, major arcana for Taurus energy. Someone's got commitment on their mind. So, you know, if it's a business associate, it could be about getting you into a partnership or signing a contract. If it's a romantic partner, obviously they could be thinking about marriage. Also, one or the other of you may be exploring your spirituality, or, you know, different institutions like churches or even school. That kind of vibe. I'm going to have to yell at my cat, I think. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't pause. This video, I'd have to stop it and do a part 2, and I'm just not in the mood for such a short reading. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry for the interruption, Capricorn. I just put the cat in the bedroom for a moment. He's got everything he needs in there, so it's not cruel and unusual punishment. I just don't want him creating a lot of more distractions for me. So again, I apologize. Moving on to your position right now in this relationship. You're showing up as the Eight of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy. So you are on your grind, working hard, either at your job or even just mastering something, working on yourself, working on your craft to become a master at it, to become the best at it you can, you know, dedicated and determined to do that. Your partner is showing up here as the Emperor, major arcana for Aries energy. So, okay. Let me take a look at this here. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so your partner or the other person involved in this connection right now is feeling very, they're like in boss mode. So they're in control, or they're trying to be, or feel that they are of, situations in their life. I'm looking at the whole spread, so I was going to say that this could simply be that this person, if it's a romantic relationship, that they, with a commitment in the air, that perhaps they're about ready to, they're considering marriage or fatherhood. But I'll tell you why I think that may not be accurate as we move on here. This person could be already married to someone else, or they could have a child. They could be a father with someone from a different relationship. It could be that they're just wanting to father a child with you. Or it could be that, they're, even though I don't have a lot of viewers probably at this point, because I don't have many subscribers, there's a whole huge collective of Capricorns out there, so of course it's going to be different for everyone, but the Emperor can sometimes also have sort of like a controlling, domineering type of vibe. So just take that as it resonates, whatever makes the most sense to the person on your mind. Or about, I should say, the person on your mind. Moving on to the positives of the connection, we have the Knight of Wands, which I see as Sagittarius or Leo energy. It can also indicate Aries, but I usually see the cardinal signs of an element as being the queens. Now, having said that, it doesn't have to be any of the signs. I just like to mention them for those that may resonate with. The Knight of Wands as a positive of the relationship indicates that there is attraction, flirtation, and play, if it is a romantic or sexual connection. So there's excitement and passion and enthusiasm, and if it's not romance related, the same kind of concept of passion and enthusiasm, but just about the connection in general and what you might be able to do, what you may be able to explore together. You might both like to travel. You might both be very free-spirited, no strings attached types of people. Although with that Hierophant showing up as the present state of the connection, I think one of you may be wanting to turn it into something more solid or serious. Okay, negatives of the connection. We have the Page of Pentacles. Oops, sorry. I'm terrible at this. Okay. Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. As a negative, I can see this Page of Pentacles. It's sort of like someone in the connection may feel that they have very little to offer. Someone may feel like they're still kind of like a student and they're still learning about things and they're not exactly sure what all they have to contribute. They do have that pinnacle that they're offering, showing that they're willing to learn and contribute, but there may be kind of like a sense of being out of their pay grade, like kind of out of their league, like not exactly knowing, kind of a naivete about this connection. Hopes. We have the Two of Cups, which is pretty straightforward if you know tarot. It's Cancerian. I can't seem to recall that I have to go the opposite way of what I think. Okay. Sorry. So the Two of Cups is Cancerian energy, and it's about a soul connection. Often I see it as romantic, but since again it doesn't have to be if that's not why you're here. Basically just a soul tie that involves equal give and take. You know, you're both contributing the same amount, you both have equal stake in the connection, and it's just a lovely energy of compatibility, and you know, so you or the other person in the connection wants to come together and really connect on an emotional level and have things be balanced and all that sort of lovely stuff. Okay. Fears. Four of Wands. Uh-oh. See, this is where I'm picking up this kind of weird energy. I don't know if it's from this Emperor. Like I said, I don't try to read anybody else's thoughts or feelings, but I'm just basing my information off of what the cards could be saying as far as the other person. And, you know, so maybe someone's wanting commitment. Someone might be committed to something or someone else, though, and their fear may be the Four of Wands, which is about celebration, stability, a foundation, commitment. Could be like things like weddings, baby showers, graduations, you know, something that sort of celebrates life. And so my point is, as a fear, someone may actually be talking about commitment or considering commitment, but afraid of it. Not really sure if they're ready. And that can tie in too with that Page of Pentacles energy, like, yeah, you know, I'm a boss, and yeah, I'm capable of taking this step, but I'm not sure if I have enough to offer, and therefore I'm afraid of actually doing it. And, you know, the wedding's over, and the reception's over, and now we're staring at each other, and what's next kind of energy. I don't know where I got that from, but it just came to mind. Okay. So what to aim for in the connection with the Five of Swords. Interesting. I don't know that that's very easy to interpret as an aim, but intuitively I'm picking up that, you know, don't be afraid to engage in conflict to sort of smoke out the issues. So, you know, say that you're really longing for commitment with this person, or they are with you, and you don't want to push the other person's buttons because then they might think you're too difficult to deal with. They might not want to go ahead with that move. You want to avoid that because, of course, there are going to be, well, in this case, you want to aim for allowing those kind of conflicts to come to the surface. You know, being willing to take a loss when you need to, and surrender to the fact that maybe something has got to be compromised on. As for what to avoid, we have the Empress. So now, this is why I was saying that I'm not so sure that the Emperor being in your partner or other person's position indicates that they are ready for marriage or fatherhood, because with the Empress being in the avoid position, I can see that this other person, and that's the position they're in, you can reverse roles as they apply to you, but the other person is sort of not wanting to be pushed in this Hierophant contract direction. So you may want to avoid, you know, this sounds so awful. It almost sounds like, and I don't know, you know, if you're female or male or whatever, gender does not matter in tarot, but I don't want to go with the stereotype that sort of degrades women in a way, saying, oh, you know, you're just planning for the wedding on the first date, or I don't know, but you know, there's nothing wrong with longing for a committed, stable, long-term relationship. And if you are feeling that way, or the other person is, it's to be avoided that, you know, there's a constant focus on that. You know, this is, what do you think of this dress? How do you like these colors together? You know, wow, that brochure looks really cool. I'd like to go to Hawaii on my honeymoon someday. You know, so maybe you want to kind of keep those thoughts to yourself, or for them to keep them to themselves for now. I don't want to say this, but I also saw it as, well, if this person is married, you want to avoid his wife. But that's horrible, because I would never suggest that anyone be involved in a third-party situation. Just take that as it resonates. I mean, I say what I see, but that's kind of a weird way to look at things. I don't know. Okay, moving on. Okay, so something else just came to me. If this person does have children, with another person. You want to avoid trying to step into like mommy mode. So like, I love you and I want to show I'm committed to you and I can be a good long-term prospect. So, I want to prove that I can be a good mother to your child and try to really bond with the child and so forth. Don't really want to go there yet. If things don't work out, I want to say, then you don't want, to have that kind of effect, possible negative effect on a child. And I'm sure you know that, Capricorn. Like I said, I feel like I'm kind of crossing a little bit of boundaries here with some of the things I'm saying, but I'm just saying what's coming to me, and that's how I read. Okay. Next we have environmental factors affecting the connection with the Page of Swords, air energy, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. In the environment, you may feel like you don't have as much privacy as you'd like. Someone, or perhaps multiple someones, could be checking in on the connection, even if it's like this Empress, if the person has an ex or whatever, trying to kind of gather information about your connection. People might be curious, might seem like people are a little bit too nosy or involved in your business. That's all I'm really seeing from that right now. So maybe just even like a necessity to be discreet. Something else that comes into mind is if you're in the type of organization or company where, maybe you work with this person and you're in different departments, and so it's technically okay for you to date, then other coworkers might be kind of trying to get the dirt or find, crap on you that they can use against you, that kind of thing. Keep that in mind if that resonates. Other people, we have the Devil. Okay, Capricorn energy. So Capricorn. It could indicate another Capricorn, of course, but I'm picking up more of the, traditional kind of meaning of the Devil card, which is someone else around you may be jealous, they may be angry, they may have addiction or codependency issues. Again, kind of tempted to tie this into this ex-Empress sort of figure. Although the Empress is a beautiful card about growth and nurturing and motherhood, it can also indicate, a wife or an ex-wife or a baby mama type of energy. And so this person could be jealous, sort of holding things against their ex-partner, to try to discourage them from connecting with you. There could be friends or associates who are not beneficial to the connection in some way, who are constantly asking for money, or asking one or the other of you out for drinks, or to the strip club, or whatever. Just, I'm not saying that any of those things are bad in moderation. I'm just saying that, there could be that kind of influence. Now looking at the action card, kind of like a mini advice note from the universe here, with the Nine of Pentacles, Virgo energy. The Spirit is saying that you need to maintain your independence at this time. It's another encouragement saying, don't jump into sort of engagement mode. Maintain your self-sufficiency, your financial independence, your sense of self, and what's important to you. So don't get lost, so lost in this connection that it sort of overwhelms your essential sense of self. Please don't take that as a criticism or an accusation, because, it could be you or even the other person in that energy. And even if it is you, we've all kind of been there, especially when we're young, where you can get really lost and caught up in a connection. So Spirit's saying to try to avoid that, I suppose. And just be yourself and stay true to that. Now, unknown factors, Page of Cups. Water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Okay. Well, I'm sure if this person had a child, you would probably know, but I can't guarantee that. There could be, a young person involved that you're not too aware of their, what's the word I'm looking for? Their significance. Or, it could also be that one or the other of you is actually very sort of vulnerable and feels very new in this connection. You know, there are feelings bubbling up. Um, Someone's maybe feeling kind of emotional and not very secure in that. You know, maybe wanting to express an apology or a confession or love, and I'm sensing like a little bit of a nervousness from it. So somebody may be feeling more than what they're saying. And I think it's the other person, not the one who's focused so much on the commitment. The other person may actually have bubbling feelings within and still just be not completely sure of what they want to do. Okay, so the last card is going to be like a future outlook / outcome for like the next 3 months is what I've asked Spirit to show us. And we have the 8 of Swords. Okay. Well, that's not the most positive ending card, but we got to take them as we get them, right, Capricorn? So the 9 of Swords is Gemini energy. And it's, 8. I misspoke. It's still Gemini energy, but it's the 8 of Swords. It's about kind of being stuck in a mental loop, overanalyzing things and, you know, feeling stuck, kind of feeling bound to a situation and not really being able to see how to get relief, like how to just come to a clear solution and, you know, kind of step out of the confusion and move things forward. So this could indicate that the other person showing up as the Emperor feels stuck because while they may have feelings rising, they have all these other, you know, situations going on, maybe someone from their past. It could be that you or the person showing up as the 8 of Pentacles feels stuck in their feelings about this connection and feeling powerless as to affect the outcome that they wish for. And that's looking for a little bit out, so of course things could resolve themselves more clearly and in a different way later on down the road. But for now, it's, you know, if this is something that's important to you and you really hope that it works, you showing up as the 8 of Pentacles shows that you probably do, then I would suggest that you just kind of hold on, you know, for the rough ride, because there's a lot of interference, it looks like, kind of surrounding the connection, and it might wind up with you for a brief period of time, or the other person, or both, feeling kind of stuck in some fashion and not easily able to find a way to make things work the way that you want. Okay, so we'll leave it there, Capricorn. Again, if this does resonate with you at all, I would greatly appreciate any likes, shares, subscriptions, and if you tap on the notification bell. Also check out the information below in the More box. And I appreciate your time and attention so much, Capricorn. I'll see you guys again soon. Have a great day.